Hey, what's up, guys? And welcome back to another Real Madrid review. The final review of the season ends in an absolute high as Real Madrid are 15 times Champions League winners. What a season I think it's genuinely been. It's been incredible and it's been well deserved. And that final was probably the most entertaining final we've seen since I want to say even 2018 when we played Liverpool and won 3-1. Because if you think about every final since then, it's all been 1-0, 2-0s. It's been really dry. And I know this game was a 2-0 as well, don't get me wrong, but it could have really been a lot more. I think Dortmund could have won this game 3-4-0. I think Real Madrid could have won this game 3-1, 3-2. I think it could have been so different. But of course, as always, if you play Real Madrid, you don't take your chances, you don't take your opportunities when it comes to you, you're gonna suffer, you're gonna pay for it. And I genuinely believe that Dortmund deserved to win it, but they didn't because they didn't take the chance. The chances that they've had. If you go back and you watch the game, for I want to say the first hour, Dortmund were really at the peak. They were playing really well. I didn't expect that. They were playing incredibly. And when you play for an hour in that way, with the kind of intensity, with the kind of mindset that you're gonna go out there and you're gonna play your way, you're gonna attack, there comes a time where you can't just always attack. It comes a time where you have to defend. It comes a time when some of the players might be more tired, or the other team, the opponent, are now switched on. And the fact that they went about an hour without scoring, with the kind of opportunities that they had, which were plentiful to score 3-4 goals, that made Real Madrid switch on towards the end of the game, the last 25-30 minutes of the game, and Real Madrid started pushing a lot, and they got a goal, which came through, obviously, the hard work, the pushing, the press, to go out there and to get the attack. And obviously the second goal was more of a gift, but that sums up Real Madrid in a nutshell. You know, you can play really well against Real Madrid, you can obviously dominate them, but this season we have been able to resist that. And look, 2 seasons ago, in the 21-22 season, we did that in Champions League. But this season, we've done it in the Champions League and in La Liga, which is what makes this season remarkable. That we haven't lost a single game since Atletico Madrid in January in the Copa del Rey, and in the league we've only lost once, again against Atletico Madrid in September. So 2 losses this whole season away against Atletico. No other team has been able to beat Real Madrid. That marks an incredible season. Really is. But heartbreak for Dortmund, heartbreak for Edin Terzic, yes, it certainly is. You know, he's a good coach, he's an up and coming, young coach. I'm surprised that not many teams are looking at him, but maybe it's just his commitment to Dortmund, and obviously Dortmund will want him to stay and continue building on what he has already built to get to the stage where he is, which, let's be real, Dortmund are the underdogs story this season in the Champions League, and the fact that they've gotten here in itself deserves a lot of credit, because they haven't done it in 11 years. The last time they won this competition was 27 years ago. So, obviously, getting Dortmund back to this stage is an incredible achievement. So you have to give them the credit. They played really well, and words can't describe how they play, because they played really well. In that first 45 to 60 minutes, They were so dominant. They were winning the balls. They were winning the drills. They were getting the opportunities. They were, obviously getting the ball into the Real Madrid box, but they just couldn't finish, and that was the problem. In the first 45-60 minutes, I saw a Real Madrid side that looked really, really poor. It looked really, really dead. It looked like we didn't know what we were doing. We were not looking to press. We were not looking to go and fight. It looked really, really stubborn. And obviously, after the first hour of that happening, you get out of your shell. You go out there, you fight, you show to everyone, you prove who you are. And Real Madrid always pull off a miracle, and that I thought was one of the examples. Let's go through some of the chances that they've had. I mean, obviously they've had a lot of opportunities, and they weren't even just opportunities, they were good chances as well. I mean, look, within 20 minutes, Ramos plays an incredible true pass that splits the midfield and defense for Adeyemi, and he rounds past the keeper. But can we just talk about the intervention, the slight tackle to get the ball from Carvajal to block the shot from obviously going in from Carvajal. And I thought Carvajal was incredible. I really thought he was, but we'll get onto that later on. But that was one of the moments that Dortmund should really have gone 1-0 up there, because there was a clear-cut opportunity. The pass from Ramos split the defense and the keeper, and Adeyemi rounded past the keeper but couldn't finish, which obviously was the problem, really. And then, another really good chance I thought they had was, I think it might have been offside, but Fulkrug hitting the post. Again, a true pass that split the defense apart. If I'm not wrong, it was from Madsen with the pass forward, and I think Fulkrug just makes the run too fast, but he hits the post. And look, it might have been offside, but that was too easy. It was far too easy for Dortmund to keep on making these true pass forward and getting past. It was too easy. It was really, the door was open for Borussia Dortmund. And look, some of the chances might be offside, some might be on, but it's about taking them. You don't know if it's offside until you score. Obviously, it's easy to say after, when you can see from the screen and you can review it, but at that moment of time, it's about taking our chance. And I mean, Adeyemi has another chance again. In the 27th minute, great play again, another incredible through ball from Brand that splits the defense, and Adeyemi on his left foot, good save from Courtois. Again, I thought Thibaut Courtois had an incredible game, and obviously people really thought Lunin should have started. Look, I agree, but let's be real, Thibaut Courtois is the best keeper in the world when he's fit. On his day, he's the best keeper in the world. So, can you really argue against that? No. And let's not forget as well, Lunin was sick before the game, so it was pretty unrealistic and too optimistic that Real Madrid fans were thinking that he was gonna be able to recover and feel well enough to play. And then obviously, 41st minute, Sabitzer hit a shot from 25 yards out, which was well saved by Courtois again. And that was the first half of chances. Second half, Real Madrid started to gain some momentum, getting some of these set pieces. Toni Kroos had a free kick in the 48th minute, that was well saved by Kobel, who I thought had a decent game as well. Look, either of the goals on him, not really. But obviously it's the way it is. And then in the second half again, Dortmund came out and they played well again. I mean, Adeyemi in the 62nd minute, puts in a very good cross for Fulkrug, and that was a somewhat easy save, as people like to have said it, but it's not easy, is it? I mean, it's still a very good save from Thibaut Courtois to deny the header from Fulkrug, and that was a powerful header as well. Let's not forget. And then obviously the build up to that goal that we scored first, if I'm not wrong, was a shot. Was it from Fede Valverde? The shot. Let me obviously have a look, but it might have been a shot that came from Valverde and which deflected out for the corner. But then obviously from the corner, Cruz whips it in, and of everyone, it's Dani Carvajal. Of everyone, it is Dani Carvajal who wins the header and scores. I mean, genuinely incredible, isn't it? Genuinely is. And obviously, you know, Carvajal played so well defensively, and then to score that header, incredible. And then minutes later, Cruz had a free kick, again saved by Kobo, and the goal came from a mistake. Or before the goal, I mean, Camavinga with a left-footed effort. I mean, what a shot that was. Again, well saved by Kobo, but the goal came from a mistake from Dortmund. Look, they had the ball. It was pretty comfortable for Dortmund, really. I mean, the players were going backwards, and Dortmund had the ball in their own area. And then Madsen passes it to Bellingham. And then Bellingham into Vinicius Jr. on his left foot. Not the cleanest of strikes, but enough to beat the keeper. And towards the end, I mean, Dortmund scored another goal. Score a goal. But it was offside from Fulkrug, so it wasn't counted. And that is the game. That is the game. I mean, Real Madrid realistically had 3 or 4 good chances. Dortmund had 5 or 6 really big chances. So it could have really gone Dortmund's way. But as always, against Real Madrid, if you don't take your chances, you'll get punished. I mean, let's talk about some stats now, shall we? I mean, I still can't believe we've done it. But Carlo Ancelotti, 5th Champions League in his career, 3rd with Real Madrid. He won it 10 years ago. He won it 2 years ago, and he won it now. 2 with Milan as well, of course. Incredible. There are players in there. I mean, Nacho, Carvajal, Cruz, and Modric have won their 6th UEFA Champions League. Obviously, insane. Absolutely insane. What that does mean is these 4 players have got more Champions Leagues than Barcelona, which is pretty funny, isn't it? We've also seen players like Bellingham, Tchouaméni, Joselu, Fran Garcia, Brahim Diaz, Arda Güler, even Kepa winning their first Champions League with Real Madrid. Even Rudiger has won his first with Real Madrid as well. Incredible, really, isn't it? In terms of, players who have won it, incredible, really, 6 times for some of these players. And obviously there is always a first time for some of these players as well. But, you know, you'll be really sad and gutted for Dortmund, really, isn't it? Because they couldn't get it done. And it will be the greatest opportunity that they have to win it in a long time. And probably gonna be that way unless they can pull off something incredible next season as well. But now, going to the team, I thought Thibaut Courtois was incredible. He was a brick wall in goal. Definitely a man of the match shout. Carvajal as well. Scored the goal, but obviously defensively played so well. And look, we have said many times, Carvajal has had his moments where he has been cooked by quicker players, but I thought he played really well to stop Adeyemi. Rudiger was incredible. Nacho too. Mendy is always underrated, isn't he? The midfield, Valverde, Camavinga, Cruz were great. Toni Kroos, obviously with the final assist for Real Madrid in his final game. A great send-off, a great farewell for him. And obviously, Bellingham, Rodrigo, Vinicius Jr. For me, I think, Bellingham and Vinicius Jr. were incredible. Rodrigo was was a bit quiet. But my man of the match, I would personally give it to Carvalho. Personally, I thought he played incredibly well defensively, and as a player, as a person who has played football before, playing right back is one of the toughest positions. Not because of the role, but it's because when you play against these wingers who are incredibly quick and pacey, and you aren't that quick, it's a nightmare to stop them. And I think Carvalho has made use of his intelligence to stop Adeyemi, and I thought that was incredible. And obviously he's got the header as well. Incredible. But obviously Marco Reus will leave Dortmund in tears. No Champions League for him or Dortmund. And as I've said, look, personally for me, I'm sad in a sense for Reus. And it's what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. But obviously, it's a good farewell as well for Toni Kroos. Of course, Nacho might still leave. Who knows? And for players like Kepa, look, a good Champions League to send him off as well. And this is the start of something with Vinicius Jr., Bellingham, Rodrigo, Valverde, Camavinga, Tchouaméni. These guys are going to be here for a long, long time. And obviously, now that the Champions League final is over, expect Mbappe to get announced in the next few days as well. But time to go and celebrate and enjoy. But I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. The summer is approaching. We'll be here to talk about some news as well. But I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. And until next season, peace.